So guys, I bought $40 million of real estate last year, and while I was buying it, I watched some of the smartest, most respected people in the entire industry get absolutely wiped out. Not because they were dumb, not because they were scammers, because one single mistake buried in how they set up their deals. I'm Todd Robinson, a commercial real estate attorney. I own over 1,000 apartment units, $100 million in real estate. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what that mistake is. I'm going to show you how it took down one of the most honest operators in the business, and I'm going to show you how to be on the other side of that, with the buying side. Let's get into it. Let me take you back into early 2022. Money was basically free, right? Interest rates were near zero. And when that money is that cheap, everyone looks like a genius. People were buying apartments left and right, paying top dollar because financing was so cheap. It didn't matter what you paid. Everybody was winning. Everybody was posting their wins. But here's something I believed my entire career, and it has never let me down. You don't make money when you sell. You make it when you buy. You have to buy it right. And more than that, you make it in how you structure the deal. Because a whole lot of those people who looked like geniuses in 2021, they weren't geniuses. They were just standing in front of a tailwind. And a tailwind can turn into a hurricane real quick. Then in the middle of 2022, everything flipped. And here's the $15 million lesson. Here's the mistake. And I need you to really understand me on this one because it's about to take down a lot more people. The mistake is short-term floating rate debt. See, a lot of these operators bought their buildings with short-term bridge loans, 2-3-year loans with an adjustable rate mortgage. And back when rates were near zero, that felt smart. Why lock in a rate when rates might go even lower, right? Then the Fed doubled rates. Then they tripled them. I think in 9 months, they had 9 increases. And all of those adjustable rate loans, the payments exploded. Your $5,000 a month payment is now $12,000 a month. At the same time, and this is the part single family people don't really understand, in multifamily, the value of your building is based on its income. So when your expenses spike and your income drops, guess what? So does the value. It doesn't just dip, it collapses. And now you owe more than the building is worth. The loan is coming due, no bank is gonna refinance you. Brandon Turner. If you're in real estate, you know the name, bigger pockets, one of the most respected, most honest, most down-to-earth investors in the entire space. The kind of guy people trust with their money. And they should, because he's the real deal. Brandon Turner lost $15 million of investor capital. And here's the part that should scare you. He did everything right. He bought a great asset in a great location. He raised the rents. He pushed occupancy up around 30%. He ran that building by the book, his own playbook. He did the hard part. The one thing that got him, the debt structure, and purchasing it on such a tight cap rate. Plus short-term bridge loans, floating rates. When rates tripled and it came time to refinance, the deal couldn't survive. He had to go to his investors and tell them the truth and give him credit. He did tell them the truth. He didn't run, but the money was gone. That's how good this trap is. It doesn't just catch the amateurs. It caught one of the best operators in the country. And as an attorney who reads these loan documents day in and day out for a living, I'm telling you, there are thousands of these deals out there, and the clock is ticking on every one of them. So the obvious question is, how did I buy $40 million of real estate last year right in the middle of all this and sleep like a baby? Let me show you how. But first, real quick, guys, if this is opening your eyes, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button right now. I break down real deals, real truth about this market every week, the stuff most gurus won't tell you about. All right, let's get back to it. So here's the truth about me. I've never lost money on a deal. Not one. And I want to be crystal clear. That's not because I'm smarter than Brandon Turner. It's because of one thing, how I structured my debt. I don't bet on interest rates, ever. And let me show you a real deal I bought, the exact opposite of the trap I just described. So 80 units, Houston, Texas. I bought it for $5.76 million. Now watch how I structured this deal. Instead of short-term bank loans with floating rate debt, and the thing that's wiping people out, I convinced the seller to finance 90% of it for me at a fixed rate at 5%. When banks were charging 7% and up. So my rate can't move. There's no balloon payment sneaking up on me. There's no refinance cliff. The one risk that took down Brandon Turner's deal, I engineered it out of mine before I ever signed. And I bought it right. $72,000 a door in a market where stabilized buildings were trading around $100,000 a door. I made my money on the buy. Today, that building cash flows close to $25,000 a month, and I put $0 of my own money into it. Same industry, same market, same interest rate hurricane. One structure gets wiped out, the other structure prints $25,000 a month. The difference is not luck, guys. It's debt and it's structuring. Here's where it gets really interesting because everyone else's mistake is turning into the biggest opportunity I've seen in over a decade. Real quick, if you're watching this and you're thinking you need a fortune to buy one of these deals, you actually don't. And I've put together a free guide called the Key Principle Playbook. It shows you how to actually get into deals like this by lending your net worth, if you have some, not necessarily your cash. $0 out of pocket. If you can DM me the word key on Instagram, I'll send it to you for free. Now let me get back to this opportunity. Here's the uncomfortable truth nobody wants to say out loud. That $15 million that Brandon Turner's investors lost, it didn't vanish vanish into thin air. It's just sitting in someone else's pocket right now. Because when a great building gets sold at a loss, somebody's on the other side of that trade buying it cheap. Right now in 2026, there's a wall of loan maturities that are coming due. $162 billion in multifamily loans mature this year alone. A lot of them, the exact bridge loans I just described. Operators who can't refinance are being forced to sell, and they're motivated. They have to move, which means buildings are trading for 20, 30, 40% below what they were worth at the peak of the market, while it costs almost 40% more than it did in 2020 to build a new one. So you can buy existing buildings for less than it would cost to build them. That does not happen very often, guys. This is the wealth transfer. It moves from people who structure their deals wrong to people who structure them right. That's how I bought $40 million last year of assets. My students are getting into their first deal right now. So if you want to be on the winning side of this, here are the rules. Write these down. Number one, fixed rate debt only, never floating. Floating rate debt is what wipes people right out of their pockets. Don't bet on the interest rates, ever. Number two, make your money on the buy side. Buying below replacement costs, like I did at $72,000 a door. If you buy right, you're protected before you even start. Number three, use seller financing or creative financing techniques if possible. In markets like this, a motivated seller is better than a bank 10 times out of 10. That's how I locked a 5% interest rate when everyone else was paying 7%. Number four, underwrite conservatively. Don't build your whole deal on the hope that rates are going to drop. Assume they don't. If the deal works anyway, it's a real deal. Number five, structure it right legally from day one. This is the part I do for a living. The strategy gets you the deal, but the structure is what protects it and your investors. So follow these 5 rules and you don't become the next cautionary tale out there. You become the person buying the cautionary tales building. So here's the bottom line, guys. The people who did it wrong are getting wiped out. The people who did it right are buying those buildings at a discount. One of those things is happening no matter what. The only question is, which side do you want to be on? If you want to be on the buying side and you want to do it the right way with the right structure, book a free call with me and my team. The link is right below in this video. We will literally walk you through exactly what you need to do, show you the exact structure to use and how to get started in this business. I'm Todd Robinson, commercial real estate attorney and real estate investor, owning over $100 million of assets. I bought $40 million of deals last year. Never lost a dime on a deal because I never break the rules I just gave you. So guys, don't be a cautionary tale. Go out there and be the buyer you need to be. Subscribe to this channel and I'll see you on the next one.